You think you've seen America? Think again, because the most extraordinary places aren't marked on postcards. They hide in the quiet corners of the map. High above the misty valleys of West Virginia, Seneca Rocks rise like the jagged spine of a sleeping giant, a natural cathedral sculpted by time and wind. Down south in Texas, an eerie stillness hangs over Caddo Lake, where bald cypress trees rise from dark glassy waters draped in Spanish moss, whispering secrets of the deep south. And far away in Idaho, the earth transforms into something unearthly. Craters of the moon, a frozen sea of ancient lava that looks more like another planet than our own. These are the hidden frontiers, wild, silent, and utterly real. Places that remind us America still holds mysteries no camera has ever truly captured. Welcome to Unseen United States. Hidden wonders no one talks about. Mammoth Hot Spring, Wyoming. High in the northwest corner of Wyoming, within Yellowstone National Park, lies one of the strangest and most mesmerizing landscapes in America, Mammoth Hot Springs. Unlike geysers powered by volcanic heat, Mammoth's water travels miles through ancient limestone, dissolving calcium on its way up to the surface. The result? Terraces that grow faster than almost anywhere else on Earth, up to 2 feet each year. Beneath your feet, entire sections of the spring are alive, constantly shifting and breathing. Some terraces die overnight, others are born the next morning. Even the brilliant colors, white, gold, and rusty orange, come from heat-loving bacteria that thrive where no other life can. Mammoth Hot Springs isn't just a landscape, it's a living organism sculpting itself in real time. Roxborough State Park, Colorado. Tucked just southwest of Denver, Roxborough State Park is one of Colorado's best-kept secrets, a hidden world where time seems frozen in red stone. Towering slabs of sandstone, some over 300 million years old, rise straight from the earth like the spines of a sleeping dragon. These rocks were once ocean floor, later tilted upright by the same geologic forces that built the Rocky Mountains. As sunlight shifts through the day, the cliffs blaze from deep crimson to glowing gold. Despite its beauty, Roxborough remains uncrowded. No paved roads, no noisy crowds, just the wind whispering through juniper and mule deer, moving across the ridges. Caddo Lake, Texas. Hidden on the border of Texas and Louisiana lies Caddo Lake, a hauntingly beautiful swamp that feels more like a dream than a real place. Draped in Spanish moss, the ancient bald cypress trees rise from still, tea-colored waters, creating reflections so perfect they blur the line between earth and sky. Few know this is one of the only natural lakes in Texas, born not by glaciers or volcanoes, but by a massive log jam on the Red River nearly 2 centuries ago. Beneath the silence, alligators glide through channels mapped only by locals, and legend says ghosts of early settlers still linger in the mist. Every sunrise here feels ancient, as if time itself slows down among the roots of the cypress. Rising from the Blue Ridge Mountains of North Carolina, Chimney Rock State Park is a place where stone meets sky. Its centerpiece, a towering monolith of granite standing over 2,000 feet above sea level, has watched over these valleys for millions of years. From the top, the world unfolds in every direction. The vast sweep of Hickory Nut Gorge and the shimmering curve of Lake Lure below. Few visitors realize the rock's ancient cracks are home to rare peregrine falcons, the fastest birds on Earth, nesting in the cliffs each spring. Long before it became a park, Cherokee tribes called this place the Great Sky Watcher. Today, standing on that summit platform with the wind roaring past, it's easy to understand why. Deep in the Appalachian Mountains, Beckley Exhibition Coal Mine in West Virginia offers a rare chance to step inside America's industrial past. Visitors descend hundreds of feet underground into tunnels once carved by miners more than a century ago, men who spent their lives in darkness so the rest of the nation could have light. Unlike most historic sites, this mine isn't a replica. It's real, preserved exactly as it was left. Old rail cars, carbide lamps, and the echoes of pickaxes tell the story of generations who built the coal towns that powered modern America. Above ground, restored miners' houses show how families lived through the dust and danger. Hidden in the Texas Panhandle, Palo Duro Canyon State Park reveals a side of Texas few ever see, a vast canyon stretching for more than 120 miles, often called the Grand Canyon of Texas. Carved by the Red River over millions of years, its cliffs blaze with layers of crimson, gold, and violet rock that glow differently with every sunset. But beyond its beauty, Palo Duro holds deep history. Ancient petroglyphs from early indigenous tribes still mark its walls, and wild longhorns roam the same trails once traveled by Comanche riders. In spring, the desert floor bursts with blooming cacti and prairie flowers, turning the canyon into a living painting. This is Texas in its purest form, rugged, colorful, and endlessly alive. In the heart of the Appalachian Mountains, Seneca Rocks rise like a jagged fortress of stone, a 300-foot wall of ancient quartzite, sculpted by wind and time. These cliffs are over 400 million years old, once part of a vast seabed long before the first forests covered the earth. Today, they stand as one of the East Coast's most dramatic natural landmarks, a magnet for climbers and dreamers alike. During World War II, U.S. soldiers trained here to master mountain warfare, scaling the same cliffs nature built eons ago. At sunset, The rocks blaze in shades of gold and violet as hawks circle overhead. Standing beneath them, you don't just see geology, you feel the heartbeat of the Appalachians themselves. Nestled against the red cliffs near Colorado Springs, the Manitou cliff dwellings offer a rare window into the life of the ancestral Puebloan people, a civilization that thrived in the Southwest more than 700 years ago. Built directly into the sandstone, these multi-story homes blend perfectly with the rock, staying cool in the summer and warm through harsh mountain winters. Each room, carved by hand, once echoed with the sound of families grinding corn and sharing stories by firelight. What makes Manitou unique is its preservation. Every stone carefully relocated and restored to honor a culture that refused to vanish. Standing within those walls today, you can still feel the wisdom of a people who learned to live with the land, not against it. Hidden beneath the Shenandoah Valley of Virginia lies Luray Caverns, a vast underground cathedral sculpted entirely by nature. Formed over millions of years, its towering columns, crystal-clear pools, and flowing stone draperies create one of the largest cave systems in the eastern United States. But what makes it truly extraordinary is sound. Inside these caverns stands the world's only stalagpipe organ, an instrument that uses ancient stone formations as its pipes, turning the cave itself into a giant musical instrument. Every note echoes through chambers older than human history. Walking through Luray feels like exploring the heart of the earth, a place where time drips, sings, and glows in the darkness. Bisty Badlands, New Mexico. Hidden deep in the desert of northwestern New Mexico lies one of the most surreal landscapes in America. The Bisty/Denazin Wilderness stretches over 45,000 acres of sculpted badlands, where time and erosion have carved sandstone, shale, and mudstone into strange alien-like shapes. Here you'll find balanced rocks, twisted spires, and hoodoos that look like petrified creatures frozen in stone. Millions of years ago, this land was a lush river delta teeming with dinosaurs, and today fossils and petrified logs still peek from the dry earth. Pisti isn't just a place to see, it's a place to feel the deep passage of time, where ancient Earth's mysteries are etched into every curve and shadow of the desert. Hidden high in the Sawatch Range, St. Elmo is one of the best preserved ghost towns in the American West. Founded in the late 1800s during Colorado's gold and silver boom, this remote settlement once buzzed with more than 2,000 residents, saloons, hotels, and a telegraph office. When the mines ran dry and the railroad shut down, the town was abandoned almost overnight, leaving behind a hauntingly beautiful time capsule. Today, visitors can still wander wooden boardwalks past weather-worn cabins, a general store frozen in time, and rusted mining relics scattered among wildflowers. Locals say the spirit of Annabelle Stark, one of the last residents, still watches over the place, her presence felt in creaking doors and flickering lights. Fort Morgan, Alabama. Standing at the edge of Mobile Bay, Fort Morgan is more than just stone and cannon. It's a living echo of America's coastal defense history. Built in the early 1800s, this star-shaped fortress guarded the Gulf of Mexico for over a century, witnessing fierce battles, hurricanes, and the rise of modern warfare. During the Civil War, its walls thundered as Admiral Farragut shouted his legendary command, "Damn the torpedoes! Full speed ahead." But beyond the gunpowder and history lies a quieter mystery, the fort's eerie silence after sunset. Locals whisper of ghostly footsteps echoing through the tunnels, of soldiers still standing watch long after the war ended. Hidden just outside Denver lies a place where the earth itself seems to breathe music. Red Rocks Park is not only a geological wonder, it's the only naturally formed amphitheater in the world, with acoustics so perfect that sound waves bounce off its massive sandstone walls like a living instrument. These towering red monoliths, sculpted over 270 million years, that glow deep crimson at sunrise and ignite like fire when the sun sets. Ancient petroglyphs hint that native tribes once gathered here for spiritual ceremonies long before rock legends took the stage. From the Beatles to U2, artists have called this venue the Temple of Sound. But even when the stage is empty, the wind whispers between the stones, as if the canyon itself remembers every note ever played. Red Rocks isn't just a concert venue. It's where nature and music become one breathtaking symphony. Tucked deep within the Hocking Hills region lies a place that feels like nature's cathedral. Ash Cave is the largest recessed cave in Ohio, a colossal sandstone amphitheater stretching nearly 700 feet wide and 90 feet high. When you step inside, the world grows quiet, and even the faintest whisper seems to echo through time. In spring, a delicate waterfall drips from the rim, forming a silver curtain of mist that dances in the light. Native American tribes once used this cavern as a meeting ground and shelter, leaving behind traces of campfires and ash, the very reason for its name. But what truly makes Ash Cave special isn't its size. It's the sense of awe it inspires. The cave's sweeping curves and moss-covered walls feel alive, shaped by water, wind, and centuries of patience. Bentonite Hills, Utah. Deep in the heart of Utah's desert lies a landscape so surreal it feels like stepping onto another planet. The Bentonite Hills, near Capitol Reef National Park, ripple with waves of red, purple, lavender, and gray, colors born from volcanic ash that settled here millions of years ago. When the rare rain falls, the bentonite clay soaks up water like a sponge, transforming the hills into a slick, otherworldly surface that glows under the sun. NASA scientists once used this strange terrain to train for Mars missions because it mirrors the surface of the red planet almost perfectly. No plants, no trees, just endless, painted badlands sculpted by time and silence. At sunset, the hills ignite in shades of fire and violet mist, as if the earth itself is remembering its ancient volcanic heart. The Bentonite Hills aren't just a place, they're a glimpse into the planet's most alien beauty right here on Earth. Hidden high in the sandstone cliffs of southwestern Colorado lies one of America's greatest archaeological mysteries, the Cliff Palace. Built by the ancestral Puebloans over 700 years ago, this sprawling complex of more than 150 rooms and 23 kivas was carved directly into the canyon walls. From a distance, it looks like an ancient city suspended in time. Doorways, towers, and plazas stacked with breathtaking precision. But what makes Cliff Palace truly haunting is what we don't know. Why the people who built it suddenly vanished around the year 1300. Some say drought, others believe it was spiritual migration. Today, the Cliff Palace stands as a timeless reminder that civilization doesn't just rise from the earth. Sometimes it's carved into its very bones. Piedmont, Wyoming. In the wide, windswept plains of southwestern Wyoming lies a forgotten ghost town frozen in time, Piedmont. Once a bustling railroad stop in the late 1800s, this tiny settlement thrived on the booming Union Pacific line. Its massive charcoal kilns, still standing like giant stone beehives, once fueled the steam engines that powered America's westward expansion. But when the railroad rerouted, Piedmont was left behind, and the town slowly faded into silence. Today, only a few weathered cabins, a lonely cemetery, and those haunting kilns remain, relics of a time when progress raced across the frontier. The desert wind hums through empty windows, carrying whispers of settlers, workers, and dreamers who once called this harsh land home. Rising dramatically above the Grand Valley near Palisade, Mount Garfield is more than a mountain. It's a colossal sandstone sentinel guarding the edge of the desert. Formed from ancient seabeds nearly 70 million years ago, its steep cliffs and sculpted ridges tell the story of a vanished ocean and the slow power of erosion. Locals call it the King of the Book Cliffs, and for good reason. Its rugged profile dominates the skyline like a natural fortress. Hikers who brave its steep trails are rewarded with sweeping views of orchards, vineyards, and the Colorado River winding below, a perfect contrast between life and stone. But there's also a quiet mystique here. Fossils of ancient creatures lie buried beneath your feet, and sudden gusts of desert wind seem to whisper secrets from deep time. In the shadow of the Rockies, where the earth seems to rise straight into the heavens, lies one of America's most breathtaking landscapes, Grand Teton National Park. Its jagged peaks, carved by ancient glaciers, soar nearly 13,000 feet into the sky, mirrored perfectly in the glassy waters of Jackson and Jenny Lake. This is where wild still means wild, where elk roam the valleys, bald eagles glide above pine forests, and the distant call of a wolf echoes through the dawn. But beyond its postcard, beauty lies a land shaped by fire and ice, a geologic masterpiece still shifting beneath our feet. The Teton Range has no foothills. It erupts from the plains in one sudden dramatic rise, a phenomenon so rare it feels otherworldly. As the sun sets, the mountains burn gold and violet, and the air turns electric with silence. Smith Lake, Alabama. Hidden in the heart of northern Alabama lies one of the clearest, deepest, and most mesmerizing lakes in the South, Lewis Smith Lake. Carved from the winding Sipsey Fork of the Black Warrior River, this man-made wonder stretches over 500 miles of shoreline, with water so pure it glows a striking emerald green under the sun. But what truly sets Smith Lake apart is its shape, a maze of twisting coves and forested cliffs that look almost unreal from above. Beneath its tranquil surface lies the ghost of old communities flooded when the dam was built in the 1960s, an underwater world of forgotten roads and structures now home to giant catfish. Locals tell of divers who've glimpsed church steeples and stone foundations deep below. White Pocket, Arizona. Hidden deep within the Vermilion Cliffs of northern Arizona lies White Pocket, a geological masterpiece unlike anywhere else on Earth. This remote plateau is a swirl of red, white, and orange sandstone, twisted into shapes that look almost liquid, like waves frozen in stone. Scientists explain that over millions of years, shifting sand dunes were compressed, uplifted, and sculpted by wind and water, creating this surreal landscape. Yet to visitors, White Pocket feels less like geology and more like stepping onto another planet. The patterns resemble giant whirlpools, brain-like ridges, even alien terrain seen from space. For centuries, the area was so isolated that few people knew it existed, accessible only by rough desert tracks. Today, it remains one of the most mysterious corners of the American Southwest, a place where Earth's forces have painted a canvas so strange it challenges our very sense of reality. Mono Lake, in California's Eastern Sierra, is one of the most otherworldly bodies of water in the United States. Formed at least 760,000 years ago, it is among the oldest lakes in North America. With no outlet to the ocean, salts and minerals have built up for millennia, making its waters nearly 3 times saltier than the sea. Rising from its surface are eerie limestone towers called tufa, created when freshwater springs bubbled up through the alkaline lakebed and hardened into spires. Despite its harsh chemistry, Mono Lake teems with life. Billions of brine shrimp and alkali flies feed vast flocks of migratory birds. Shiprock, New Mexico. Rising more than 1,500 feet above the desert plains of New Mexico, Shiprock is one of the most iconic volcanic formations in North America. To geologists, it is the eroded core of an ancient volcano, formed nearly 30 million years ago and exposed by millions of years of wind and rain. But to the Navajo people, this towering monolith is far more than stone. Known as Te or the Rock with Wings, legend tells that it was once a great bird that carried the Navajo ancestors to safety. Its jagged volcanic walls stretch out like massive stone fins, resembling wings frozen in mid-flight. Climbing Shiprock is forbidden, out of respect for its sacred meaning, adding to its aura of mystery. The Pink Salt Flats. The Pink Salt Flats in Utah are an otherworldly marvel, known for their striking pink hue caused by algae and bacteria thriving in the salty environment. This unique landscape stretches for miles, creating a surreal, endless horizon that turns into a giant, reflective mirror after rainfall. One of the most fascinating features is the optical illusion it creates, making it feel like you're walking on the sky. The flats are also famous for speed, hosting the Bonneville Speed Week, where land speed records are broken. Whether you're photographing the vibrant colors, marveling at the vastness, or experiencing the thrill of high-speed racing, the Pink Salt Flats offer an unforgettable, once-in-a-lifetime adventure. Death Valley National Park is a land of extremes, boasting some of the most fascinating landscapes on Earth. It's the hottest, driest, and lowest national park in the US, but its stark beauty is unforgettable. The vast salt flats of Badwater Basin, sitting 282 feet below sea level, offer a surreal, otherworldly experience, while the nearby Mesquite Flat sand dunes create a sea of golden sand that seems to stretch endlessly. One of the park's most iconic spots is Zabriskie Point, where eroded badlands form a stunning view, especially at sunrise or sunset, when the light turns the landscape into a painting of golds and pinks. In the heart of Utah's desert lies a place that feels less like Earth and more like the set of a science fiction film, Goblin Valley. Here, thousands of mushroom-shaped rock formations, nicknamed goblins, rise from the valley floor, their bizarre shapes sculpted by millions of years of wind and water. Some stand only a few feet tall, while others tower like silent guardians. To geologists, these hoodoos are the result of softer sandstone eroding beneath harder rock layers. But to visitors, the valley feels alive, as if the goblins might move when no one is watching. Ancient Fremont people once passed through this land, leaving behind petroglyphs, yet even they seem to regard the valley with awe. Today, Goblin Valley remains one of the most surreal landscapes in America, a playground of stone that invites both scientific curiosity and whispers of the supernatural. Kalalau Valley, located on the stunning Nepali coast of Kauai, Hawaii, is a natural masterpiece that combines breathtaking geography with rich history. Accessible only by foot, kayak, or boat, this remote valley is framed by dramatic cliffs, lush greenery, and the sparkling blue waters of the Pacific Ocean. Spanning approximately 2 miles wide, Kalalau Valley is part of the Nepali Coast State Wilderness Park and is a favorite destination for adventurous hikers tackling the challenging Kalalau Trail. Historically, the valley was home to native Hawaiians who cultivated taro and lived off the land for centuries. Today, it remains uninhabited, preserving its serene and untouched beauty. Visitors can explore its pristine beaches, cascading waterfalls, and dramatic landscapes, while also respecting its cultural significance as a sacred site. Chiricahua National Monument. Chiricahua National Monument, located in southeastern Arizona, is renowned for its unique and striking landscape of towering rock formations known as hoodoos, which were shaped by volcanic eruptions millions of years ago. The monument covers over 12,000 acres and is part of the larger Chiricahua mountain range. It holds significant cultural history, as it was home to the Chiricahua Apache people, including famous leaders like Geronimo. In 1924, the site was designated a national monument to preserve its natural beauty and historical importance. Today, visitors explore its scenic trails, diverse wildlife, and rich cultural heritage. Hearst Castle is a magnificent estate located on the scenic California coast, built by newspaper magnate William Randolph Hearst in the early 20th century. It's a jaw-dropping display of wealth and architectural grandeur, featuring over 100 luxurious rooms, stunning gardens, and breathtaking views of the Pacific Ocean. The estate is home to the iconic Neptune Pool, a masterpiece framed by marble statues and surrounded by grand columns, and the lavish Roman pool, which dazzles with its mosaic tiles and gold accents. Inside, Hearst Castle boasts an extraordinary art collection, including ancient Egyptian statues, European tapestries, and Renaissance paintings. The estate's history is equally fascinating, as it once hosted Hollywood's elite during the Golden Age. From its architectural wonders to its stunning art collection, Hearst Castle offers visitors a chance to step into a world of opulence and history, making it one of California's most captivating landmarks. Denali National Park and Preserve is a true wonderland of Alaska's untamed wilderness. Spanning over 6 million acres, this park is home to Denali, the tallest peak in North America, towering at an impressive 20,310 feet. It's a paradise for adventure lovers, offering breathtaking views of glaciers, alpine tundra, and wildlife. Here, you can spot grizzly bears, moose, and even golden eagles as you explore the untouched landscape. Whether you're taking a scenic bus tour along the iconic Denali Park Road, hiking through the backcountry, or camping under the midnight sun, Denali promises a once-in-a-lifetime experience. And if you're lucky enough to visit in winter, the Northern Lights might just light up your Alaskan adventure.